Hey, Algebra 1, Catlin here with your cool down help for lesson 19. We've got this inequality, and one of these is the correct solution. We're trying to do a little practice, though, at solving this. So we want to show our work, and we won't have to explain because we're going to show our work. We're going to solve this, and then it should give us the solution of 3, which is going to be there in the middle. It's got to be 3, right? But we want to talk about which side of 3 to shade as well. So let's go through the solving process first. Okay, so 7x minus 3 over 9 is greater than or equal to 8 minus 2x. Okay. The first thing that you want to do to get rid of this big fraction, we talked about this. There's a simple process that you can do to get rid of these big fraction bars with single numbers in the denominator. You just multiply the entire side of each part of the equation by 9. And what that does, and some of you missed this, is these 9s are going to cancel out because something that has 9 in the numerator and 9 in the denominator just make 1. So it leaves you with whatever was in your numerator to start with, which is 7x minus 3. And then over here, you have to distribute this 9 to the 8 and the 2x. So you get 72 minus 18x. Okay, so that's the first step to kind of get you into this process here. Now, you got to remember that this is a negative 18x because there's a minus in front of it. So you don't want to take 18x from both sides. Some of you are trying to do that. This is a negative 18x. So it would make more sense to add 18x to both sides because that would make your 7x on the other side stay positive and make the solving just a lot easier. So these right here are going to make 0. The 72 is going to drop, okay? And the 7 and the 18 make 25. So you get 25 x's. You still got your minus 3. We go through the rest of our process. We add 3 to both sides to get rid of the minus 3. And that's going to give us, let's add it to the other side as well. It's going to give us 75 when we add that to the 72. So we get 25 x's is greater than or equal to 75. And then we divide both sides by 25. And when we divide 75 by 25, we get 3, which that makes sense because we should be getting 3. That's all of the solutions. That was known to us. The part that this question really wants you to be able to do as well is know which side to shade. Okay, so when you get down at the end, you might be thinking, oh, it just tells me x is greater than 3. Well, that only works if the alligator doesn't change his mind during the process of the solving. Sometimes he'll flip around if you multiply or divide by negative. And if you weren't keeping track of what you did to both sides and you didn't realize that it flipped, you could make a mistake there. So it's always good. It's a good practice to get into to pick an easy number like 0, plug it in, and see if it makes your inequality true or not. So what I would do for this one is I would plug in 0 into x's place. We're going to put it 0 here. Work it out and see if it makes a true statement or not. Okay, so 8 minus 2 times 0 over here. All right, so 0 minus 3 is negative 3 in the numerator over 9. Is that greater than 8 minus nothing, which is just 8? Well, anything negative is not bigger than 8, so we don't even have to do that. It's negative 1/3. So 0 does not make it true. So if I look down here, 0 should not be an answer. So that would be this one and this one. 0 doesn't work, right? And the reason why I'm going to choose C is because it's an or equal to, which means that the dot is filled in. So my choice for this one is C. X needs to be bigger or equal to 3 to make this work. You could also try numbers that are bigger than 3, like 10. If you plugged in 10, you'd have 70 minus 3 over 9 is bigger than 8 minus 2 times 10, which is 20. Well, 8 minus 20 is negative, and this is going to be a positive something. So that would be true. So 10 works, which is in our solution set over here. So there's a lot of different ways that you can prove that C is the right choice. But I wanted you guys to practice the solving process, too, to find that X is 3. Have a good one. See ya.